Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to show to you the orchids that I have in bloom and in spike in the month of March, and also I want to say a huge thank you to all of you who have been supporting my channel for so many years. Recently I have just reached 5,000 subscribers, so I am so happy for that and very grateful to you. And we are going to start with this pretty Cattleya orchid. This is a no ID Cattleya. It is a cluster bloomer. I have received this orchid from Canada, from Corina, and it is the first time she blooms for me now. Some of the blooms are already starting to fade because I've been quite busy, but here is a bloom which is still properly opened, still fresh looking. And I think it looks quite pretty. I really love the colors. Now, the blooms are not very large, but are quite waxy, and they have a very deep and rich orange color to them. And the lip is not doesn't really open all that much. I would prefer the lip to be more opened, like this, maybe. Not really sure what's happening. I will try to open the flashlight, because I think that focuses better. Yeah, here it is. So very pretty one. The pseudobulb is growing quite large. This is the largest pseudobulb the orchid has produced. Actually, I have received this orchid with three canes and a new growth. That one matured quite small, and then the next pseudobulb grew really large and bloomed for me. This orchid is not fragrant, but it's very easy to care for. So yeah, if you have any idea of her ID, please let me know. Here we have another orchid which I have for quite a few years, but yesterday my mother managed to damage her. The orchid fell on the floor, and yeah, that's it. But the blooming display is still pretty. I am going to arrange the orchid again in the pot because, of course, my mother did quite a poorly job there. Here I have a hyacinthus plant which smells amazing, and I'm quite surprised to say that not all the hyacinthus species, let's say, smell the same. So this one is quite a newer color, a new hybrid, let's say, and it smells quite different than the other ones, but very nice. So I'm going to make sure that I keep alive the bulb. Here I have a Phalaenopsis orchid which is growing in watercolor. It is the one which has 3 directions of growth for buds. This is the newest spike in here, which looks quite pretty, of course, always facing towards the light. The colors are very pretty. The orchid is not fragrant, but that doesn't matter for me. It's growing really nicely in watercolor, is in full watercolor. You can see I have algae. The orchid doesn't mind it. You can see I have new root growth all over the place. I think I have 1 or 2 rotted roots, and I'm going to cut them maybe tomorrow. Here is the little Phalaenopsis which I have received last year from my boyfriend. Right now the blooms are fading, so it's done with the blooming for this season. I cut one of the spikes in here, and then I think I'm going to cut the other spike as well, because I would like the orchid to grow more leaves. Here it is another Phalaenopsis Harlequin. This one is also growing in watercolor. The blooms are so pretty. This is a very elegant orchid in my opinion. The white in contrast with the magenta spots look very appealing to me. Again, not a fragrant one as most Phalaenopsis hybrids, but is a very nice one. You can see more buds are coming down, and the tip is continuing to grow. As for the plant itself, it has been transferred about 2 or 3 months ago in watercolor, and I can say it's doing really well. Again, the water seems quite dirtish, but the orchid loves it. I need to take a bit from it because the level of water is a bit too high for an orchid which stays always in full water culture. I should only leave it until here, but I am trying to put more water because the orchid does not have very long roots. As I said, this orchid has been recently transferred to water culture. Next, we have in bloom the little Phalaenopsis Jaiho's pink girl, which I have received about 2 or 3 years ago from Dani in that orchid swap we did, and the blooms look quite nicely, but just today I have repotted the orchid because I wanted to move her to a self-watering pot in semi-hydro, and I think the orchid will be more happy like this. Maybe next year I will have more blooms because this orchid is not all that healthy. It does not have a lot of roots. I kind of think it had fusarium if it still not has it, and I will try to provide still some more fungicides. So let's see if it has a fungus. Maybe I will make it be dormant. Next, here we have the gorgeous Paphiopedilum Pinochio. As always, this orchid has been blooming for the past few months continuously. It's growing very nicely here in a self-watering pot. You can see I am checking the reservoir here. I still have water, so it does not need watering. Next, we have here a little Phalaenopsis orchid which is growing in full water culture. Again, this orchid is just now getting adjusted, but it seems that it really likes it. It wants to produce more and more buds, always from the top, so I quite like that. I think I'm going to cut off the spike here because you can see it got dried, and the orchid is doing okay-ish in full water culture, but again I need to keep the level of water quite high because the orchid is not yet fully adjusted. These are old roots, aerial roots actually, which did survive, and hopefully I am going to order some more rooting paste. I am going to put it on the stem, and we are going to see if I get some more root growth. Anyway, the orchid is going to produce those roots herself because spring is here, so yeah, that is normal. So here is my Cattleya Iwanagara Apple Blossom Pink. You can see she is hanged in here, and she already has 3 spikes which already show there the blooms, and some more sheets that are getting swollen, and they are going to bloom as well, so I'm quite happy for this. I'm not going to get her down, but you can see also she has lots of roots, and I would try to grow her for 1 more year before I'm going to divide her. We are going to see. Okay, so here we have a gorgeous cactus plant, a Christmas plant, let's say, and this one is so beautiful. This one is blooming on and off continuously. She just doesn't care if it's winter or not. So I have 3 more blooms. Next we have the Vanda Roll on red in spike. In here she is growing quite a few buds, and I cannot wait to see this one in full bloom because this one is supposed to have perfectly red waxy blooms, so, and maybe it's even fragrant, so I'm quite excited for her. Dropping leaf, this is normal to appear. Then here we have that yellow Vanda with spotted blooms, gorgeous one. This one is very fragrant, so I'm quite excited to see her in bloom. This one, the Vanda which I got from my friend from Romania, is not yet blooming, but I wanted to show to you how well it is growing in bark. So it has roots all over the pot. It really loves the media, and you can see how much sap, happy sap, is producing. And the last few plants that I wanted to show to you are these 3 Miltoniopsis, which of course are growing in my bathroom. So in here I have the Miltoniopsis Herralexandra, crossed with Miltoniopsis Mary Sugyama. This is a very pretty one and is growing a spike here and another one in here down. So is quite happy in self-watering. Next we have the Miltoniopsis Princess Diana. This also has 2 spikes full of buds. This is very fragrant. I cannot wait to see her in full bloom. Self-watering pot in semi-hydra as well. And in here we have the Miltoniopsis Brilliant Brilliantina growing in a bark. This is an experiment and it seems that it's growing quite well. It has 3 growing buds here, will soon open, and she wanted to push up another spike, but I managed to break it because it was bended in between the leaves, and when I tried to get it free, it snapped. So we are going to stick with 3 buds, but that is nice as well. And this is pretty much all for today, guys. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching and see you all next time. Bye!